Hey guys, welcome back to Botched by Babish, a show where I revisit mistakes of old, speak with experts, and take a feeble crack at redemption. And today I have a very expert joining me from Italia Squisita. His name is Luciano Monosilio. He was one of the youngest Italian Michelin-starred chefs at the tender age of 27. His restaurant in Roma is Luciano Cucina Italiana, and he is also known for his absolutely savage takedown of my carbonara video on Italia Squisita. Luciano, thank you so much for joining me today. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Me too.
And so today I'm trying to redeem my Cacio e Pepe, which probably not the worst of the Italian dishes that I've done on the channel, but definitely not quite where it needs to be traditional Italian, which, as I understand, there is some flexibility to the interpretation of, but I'd love to hear exactly what is the traditional Italian interpretation of Cacio e Pepe.
So in Italy, we have tradition, only the oral tradition. The recipe is changed. My grandma was making cacio e pepe in this way, and maybe another grandma was making the cacio e pepe in another way. So in the beginning, was using only the pecorino cheese. Roma, in the areas close to Roma.
What are your thoughts on the preparation of cacio e pepe in the wheel of Parmesan?
I think this is nice to see, no? Very good entertainment.
But just to be authentic to every imaginable technique, I had to do something a little drastic. I had to go out and get this.
You're ready to go.
And it was $1,000, so I'm going to crack this open. Yeah.
So, before making pasta in the Parmesan, you have to put some alcohol inside, and then you have to start a fire.
Is it brandy or what's?
Whatever you want, because the cheese is gonna melt it.
Is it still cacio e pepe if you use brandy?
No.
So you would say that buying this was entirely unnecessary then?
Things is bad. It's bad.
Okay. All right, well, hey, it'll be cool. Luciano, just so I have a reference and a guide while I'm making this, can you explain to me step by step what I need to be doing to make your cacio e pepe?
I can send you the link when I'm making cacio e pepe. And then you can see everything in the process. It's a traditional flavor, but not traditional technique.
I love it. That's the Italian way, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take a crack at the traditional technique, your technique, the incorrect technique in the wheel of cheese. Well, Luciano, thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you very much for your words of wisdom. Italia Squisita, their first cookbook, original and gourmet, is out now. Check it out on Amazon. And most importantly, before I go out and spend $1,000 on a wheel of cheese, call you first. First things first, we have to, I spent $1,000 on a wheel of cheese. If you see it show up in an episode of Binging, it's because I needed to figure out a purpose for it. But regardless, I figure it's gonna be hilarious to watch me try to crack open this wheel of cheese. So let's see what happens. First I have to get it over here. Oh, it's so greasy. There we go. It's okay, Kendall, I'm fine. It's okay, Kendall. Okay. Kendall, I'm fine. Kendall, it's okay. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. This guy's been hanging out for a bit, unrefrigerated, which is fine, but ideally you're supposed to keep it refrigerated. Show me a fridge that this would fit in, and I'll show you my privates. Come on, Daddy. Okay. To enter the mind of the cheese wheel, we have to undergo a multi-step process for which I watched many YouTube videos. What we must first do is score the outside of the rind in a circle. Oh my God. Oh shit. Okay. I'm very scared that I'm gonna screw it up. I'm gonna make people mad, and I'm gonna waste $1,000 worth of cheese. Boom. Okay. So now we must insert these knives at intervals. Basically shove a knife in right next to it, and keep going until it effectively cracks the wheel open. Here we go. I feel like I'm assassinating someone right now, like at the end of Gladiator when like he's got the knife up against Joaquin Phoenix's throat. Just cheese, guys, just cheese. All right, this is back where I started. My knife is inserted and comes out with ease. It seems to be almost free on this side. Let me just get in here and try to tweak it. And now, the most magical part of a young Italian's life when they've turned 12. It's called a parm mitzvah. Whoa! Woo! That is the funniest thing I've ever said in my entire life. Anyway, enough tomfoolery. Oh, there she goes. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Look at the crystalline structure. Oh my God. Oh, it smells great. That's Parmesan cheese. All right, so we only need one of these for making the pasta, so I'm gonna throw the other one away, obviously. Oh, no, you're filming me. I'm obviously not throwing it away. If I was giving you a sound effect, it would have been really funny. Brad. So it's the same day and same time as the footage that you just watched. First up, we're gonna make a super simple, super traditional cacio e pepe. And it takes a whole lot of care. So if you overheat it, the cheese is gonna break. If you underheat it, it's not gonna melt. And it's also gonna turn into a block of immovable pasta in about 30 seconds after you serve it. So you wanna serve it in a warm bowl. So we keep the sauce from coagulating for as long as possible. I think I just slobbered all over the cheese. That's where the mold came from. All right, so, hey.
Wait, the cheese was moldy? I haven't included that in the edit.
Oh, no. The size of the fucking colonies on this thing.
It's fluffy.
We're not putting this in, Brad. This is just for you to enjoy, because people will be too mad at me if I allowed this to happen, which I did.
They'll understand. You got engaged, Andrew. I mean, you didn't.
It's not good.
What do you mean it's not good?
The mold situation.
Yeah, no. Okay, I have an idea. You're not supposed to finish cacio e pepe in these fuckers anyway. Swear to God. Oh, I just ruined $1,000 worth of cheese.
No, we scrape it. I want to pet it.
Don't pet it.
I don't recommend that.
Who is this? Who's calling me? Where's my phone? What's happening? All right, did you pet it?
No, I didn't. I blew it in the wind.
Ew. Okay, well, all right. So here's my thinking for the actual edit. I hate that you're recording this and still putting effort into the cinematography, which indicates to me that it's going to end up in the edit.
It is.
All right, well, at least it's not like, I don't know. I can't put a positive spin on this.
At least someone painstakingly made that cheese over the course of years in Italy.
Brad, I hate you more than I hate most anybody. Who are you? Hello?
So your car is done. You can pick up whenever you're ready. $2,812.84, $622.50. And then you have a $1,000 deductible as well. So you owe those three amounts when you come pick up the car.
So we have here some Pecorino Romano cheese. Now this is the only cheese that goes into traditional cacio e pepe because cacio literally translates to Pecorino Romano cheese in a certain dialect. Pretty interesting fact if you ask me. This is going in for 10 minutes. 5-6 ounces of cheese. We're gonna make a paste out of it by mixing it with a little bit of cold water. That's the beauty of how simple this dish is. It's only taken us an hour to get started, and we're already almost done with the first iteration of 3. To ensure our sauce does not coagulate too soon, I'm gonna grab some of this here pasta water, and I'm gonna put it into our intended serving bowl. This is gonna keep it nice and hot. It's gonna help keep our sauce looser, longer. So to see when your pasta's done, there's a really great trick. You just grab a strand like this, and you wind up and eat it. And you see if it's done. You don't throw it against the wall. What's that telling you? Is your pasta sticky? Is it if it sticks, it's done, or if it doesn't stick, it's done?
It's if it sticks, it's done.
I think that's utter nonsense.
If it explodes, it's a Molotov.
Have you ever done it?
Brad, that doesn't make any sense. So, straight out of here, and I'm just gonna turn this on very low. So again, do not want to break the cheese. And then, a 1/4 cup of this pasta cooking water, and this guy is getting all tossed together. So you can see it's kind of a watery sauce down there on the bottom, and that is going to set right up. And then, if you can do it, I recommend tossing. Whoop, that's getting everywhere. Okay, my plan is coming apart. You know, I don't think this is working. I got a lot of separated cheese. It's not emulsifying the sauce. What the devil have I done wrong? I've made cacio e pepe a million times. I've never seen this happen before. I really splashed it. I didn't sploosh it. That's disgusting, Brad. Let's try that again. So that was an abject failure. And I think it happened for a couple of reasons. First off, I think I put the cheese inside the pan. And I think that exposed it to too much heat too quickly, and it stuck to the bottom of the pan and just ended up melting and didn't emulsify. So I'm going to heat the pan just a little bit. I still think that that's the right thing to do because it's that way the pasta doesn't cool off too quick. But I'm going to put the cheese over top. God, the same thing's happening. Is this cheese f***ed up for some reason? Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Look at that.
Yeah.
I've never seen this before.
This is worse than last time.
Oh my God, look at this f***ing nonsense. I've never seen pecorino do this. This one looks different than these. Look at that, it's a different color.
And this one has like the label on it, and the rind looks different.
This is definitely from a
Yeah.
different manufacturer. Let's try it with another cheese. I don't trust this cheese as far as I can throw it. Here goes attempt number 3. I'm not going to blame it on myself. I am. But I think it was the cheese. I genuinely think it was the cheese. What is happening? What am I doing wrong? Holy shit.
I don't know sauce. That's what I do when I make it, but also I don't use pecorino.
Look at this. Can pecorino do that? It looks like f***ing mozzarella. What's happening? Where am I? Who are you people? My theory right now, after doing a little bit of Googling, is either that we have crappy cheese, which I don't think is the case, it seems to be okay, or I'm applying too much heat, which seems crazy to me because when you watch J. Kenji Lopez Alt make this stuff, it's like blasting hot, like he cooks it. But now what we're gonna do is try emulsifying the sauce in a pan with 0 heat. This is not hot. You think this is fake pecorino? Or are you thinking pecorino in general? All right, well, can we get you on record saying that for all the Italians that are going to dismantle you?
I love pecorino. I've always said how much I love pecorino. I don't know what anyone else is talking about.
Can't quite tell, but I think it might be doing the same thing again. Look at that. It's doing it again. There's no heat on this pan. I think this cheese is shitty. I do.
I think I know why.
Why?
Most things are fat and water emulsion, but I think cheese is a water in fat emulsion, just like butter is. So I think there wasn't enough fat. You know, when a ganache or something separates, you need to add more water because it's a fat and water emulsion. I think this is the opposite. That might speak to the fact that it might not be good quality cheese.
Oh, so it's cheese. Okay.
So Kendall, are you saying it's not Andrew's fault?
No. It could never be Andrew's fault.
There's no way that's high quality Pecorino Romano. So, one thing we do have in spades is high quality Parmigiano Reggiano. So we're gonna use that instead. And look at that. Look at that. It's already, yep. That's the stuff. That's what I like to see. Maybe not. Is it sticking to the bottom of the pan? Am I losing my mind? Okay, so it's not the cheese. Something's wrong with me as a person. There's no heat on this pan. What's happening? I've been botched! I've been botched! I am a botched man now! There is no escape from being botched once one has been botched! I'm botched. All right, let's try the bowl. I have no other solution other than let's try the bowl. I have no idea what else to do. Might as well eat my mistakes, am I right? What a way to celebrate. There it is, folks. Pecorino Romano. The absolute bane of my goddamn existence. What I'm gonna try to do is do it in a bowl. I'm gonna do it in a bowl. This is a bowl. I'm gonna do it in here. I'm thinking that maybe the heat is the problem. I think. And I'm just hoping that that really does it, because I'm really tired of doing this. I'm gonna get me a trivet, preferably one with my face on it. Is this weird? I think it is. Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Binging with Babish, where this week... Ploppity ploopity, ploppity ploppity, ploppity ploopity. Come on, guys. I can't do it again. I can't do it again. I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh, is it working? Seriously? I'm running out of will to move, or live even. Come on. I really don't have another one of these in me. I can't do it. My spirit. Dude, it's working, it's working, it's working. It's working. We might have a functional Cacio e Pepe here, as long as you guys don't stop holding hands for even 1 moment. I think we got it. I think we got it. It only took 5 tries, and has officially been one of the most difficult and unpleasant experiences of my life. I'm kidding, it's not true.
6 tries.
Ah! I think this is a moment worthy of Jon Favreau's carving fork. Well, maybe not, actually. I don't know. Kendall lost Jon Favreau's carving fork. It's official. It's okay. I'm already serving it. It's fine. Ah! Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. It's okay, guys. It's working. It's okay. It's okay. There we go. And we got Cacio e Pepe, made the traditional stupid way. Easily one of the hardest things I've ever made, because you gotta nail the temperature. I'm gonna eat it now. Enough talking about it. Let's eat it. It's not even that good. This is so harsh. The cheese is harsh. The pepper's harsh. It sucks. I'm kidding. It's good. I do think the addition of fat is necessary, because it is very harsh. You're on camera. So you might notice that I look different, and that's because last night was so disheartening, I had to go to sleep. We're going to make this next batch of Cacio e Pepe virtually the same way, but we're gonna make it a whole lot easier. How? We're gonna use a whole bunch of fat. The addition of fat not only tastes good, it's gonna make our lives a whole lot easier. Follow me, won't you? Before the pasta's done, we're going to melt together the fat. A butter, a lavorum. Oh my God! All right, we're making Cacio e Pepe. Yeah, that's what I wanted, just a little sizzle. Let's toss this around, make sure everybody's well coated in fat. Pasta water in there. Pecorino Romano. I'm doing half Pecorino Romano and half Parmigiano Reggiano. And a whole lot of pepe. Get the heat all the way down. There we go, folks. Form a nice sauce. And as you can see, first try, it's already doing a lot better than the last time. That's looking nice. Okay, you know what? I take back every bad thing I've ever said about you, Brad.
Thank you.
I've not said many bad things. He's a nice man. Let's put it in a bowl. A little bit of freshly grated Pecorino Romano. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. That is a successful bowl of Cacio e Pepe. And now I'm gonna prove it by eating it. Okay. There it is. There's the Cacio e Pepe. It's super creamy. The sauce is nice and glossy, and it's stuck to every bite of delicious spaghetti. All right, so now let's see what Luciano Monosilio's method does. He pre-emulsifies the sauce in a blender, so it should be, in theory, foolproof. That's Italian for theory.
It tracks.
Your mic's a little goofy.
Your mic's a little goofy.
Shut the f***, that's my joke. I invented that joke. All right, we got our pasta boiling. It only has a few minutes left. So this is the time that we make the sounds. We're gonna use a scale to make this, measuring out 1 cup of our finest pasta cooking water, 2.5 ounces pecorino. This was a miscalculation. I should have pre-graded this for sure. Damn. Yeah, damn.
I thought you just cut your face.
No! Son of a bitch! Cheese everywhere. Wait. Grab me our shredded Parmesan. I could blend that. The chunks. Give me the chunks. All right, we got it. Zambonis in.
I think it's more like curling, you know.
No. Okay. Just gotta turn it on. I'm kidding.
It's unstable.
You're unstable.
You're not wrong.
Oh, you're right. There we go. All right, we're good.
I'm stable. I am.
Let's emulsify. It's very thin. More cheese. This pasta's gotta be way overcooked by now. I'm going for it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. You could tell me that that was a cream sauce and I would defend you with my life. You're right to say it. Look at that, it didn't break. We boiled that and it didn't break. That is great. Luciano Monosilio knows exactly what he's doing because that is brilliant. Even though I added way too much water to the sauce, it did not break when we cooked it for a solid 3 minutes at a boil. Oh, look at that sauce. Luciano Monosilio. Everyone in America is gonna know your name by heart because you have perfected the act of Cacio e Pepe. A little extra grating on top, shall we? I think so. Scoot. That is perfect Cacio e Pepe. Creamy, cheesy, not a hint of melted cheese at the bottom of the pan, and quite foolproof. We put way too much water in that sauce, and it still cooked down to a perfect consistency. No wonder this guy's got a Michelin star. Oh, look at that. Look at how glossy that is. That's unbelievable. Like, that is the best cacio e pepe I've ever had by a country mile. Chef Monosilio, my hat is literally off to you because this is great. It's better than any cacio e pepe I've ever had. It is easier to make than any cacio e pepe that I've made over the past 36 hours. Thank you so much for helping me unbotch my botchedness. Somebody came up with a great catchphrase for botched.
You stupid botch.
Bradley.